Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this late night video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels. Links are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's all you got to do. And if you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section of this video, or hit me up via my Twitter page, which is down below in the description box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late, we're getting soon to be very late, Monday night, May the 4th be with you. May the 4th, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, May the 5th be with you. May the 5th, 2020. It is time for your late night, Monday night review for May the 4th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And I apologize for being really blah right now. I had a really rough day, just not a good day, sick all fucking day. And I'm tired as fuck. Thankfully, I have the day off tomorrow, my final day off, and then I go back for a couple hours on Wednesday. And then I get 2 more days off, and then I go back on Saturday. So Wednesday and Saturday, I go to work. But just really fucking tired, and I had a humongous migraine, and I went to bed during Raw, so I had to rewatch it when I got up. I got up like right before Raw ended, so I caught a little bit of the end, and then I had to rewatch everything. So it is what it is, and then that's that. So grab your popcorn and come on in for the chat. I'll have a little bit of a chat, not too long. I want to get this up and then go to bed, and then worry about tomorrow, because I'm gonna probably just stay in tomorrow and not do anything, and probably I might just sleep in tomorrow. But who knows what's gonna happen? That's all I gotta say about that, and we're gonna move on from there. So Monday Night Raw tonight was, typical self, just boring as fuck. This was the go-home show before this Sunday night's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This extraordinary pay-per-view, this unique pay-per-view, if you want to call it that. And not much. There was a little bit storyline progression, but other than that, it was just basically the Gauntlet match to see who becomes entrant number 6 in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. They had the Raw women's participants talking. That was that. And we had the NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair on the show, boring us half to death. We had the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders going at it. I thought it was for the title, but obviously it was not. But then again, they'll probably do that match at Money in the Bank, because it is what it is. And then we had Cedric Alexander and Ricochet taking on Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne in a rematch from a couple weeks ago. And we had a return tonight, and it was simply, well, I won't spoil it, but it is what it is. So let's get to the review. Let's not waste any time. And if you want to talk about Raw, come on in the chat, and we'll have a nice little discussion. All right, so we start the show off with the VIP lounge like we did last week, with the men's participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match. On the Raw side, we had Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, and Apollo Crews. Before that, we had Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins from last week's contract sign, where Seth saying that Drew McIntyre is not a leader, and then Drew's like, "You're full of shit." And then Drew basically beat up Seth Rollins, and then Murphy comes in for the save, and then Murphy got Claymore kicked out of his boots. And that was that. And we're going to get Murphy and Drew McIntyre later on in the evening, and and we also got Seth Rollins with a sit-down interview. See what he has to say. Like I said, we start off with VIP lounge, and we had the lounge, and we had a futon in there. Who cares? But I mean, really. So he comes out and said that hopefully we'll get some decorum this time, and so, like last week when he had no control over what happened. So he introduces the Raw women's participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Asuka, nobody is ready for Asuka, but you know who is. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, they all come out. Asuka was singing Nia's theme, which I thought was kind of funny, but it is what it is. She's dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing. Easy peasy. That's my first wife. That's where she is. So Nia gets on the mic. Actually, Asuka. Actually, he started talking to Nia first and said that Nia says she dominates and destroys, and she's gonna do the same on Sunday. And then MVP asks Asuka for her comments. Asuka starts talking in Japanese, talking crap to Nia, saying that she has a big booty, big booty, but you got a big booty. Shake it. Oh, sorry. I had that damn song in my head, but it is what it is. And then Shayna's like, womp, 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 womp. And she says something in Latin. And MVP's like, I don't understand what the hell you're saying. So Shayna says that she lets her her actions speak for her talking, and she's like talking to Asuka, and then Asuka's getting pissed, and then they get in each other's face. I thought they were gonna go at it, and then they look at Nia. Nia's like, "What the fuck?" And then they super kick Nia out of the futon, and the futon breaks, and she rolls out of the ring. And then they're about to go at it. MVP has to hold them back. So that was an interesting segment. Really went nowhere, but so it looks like it's going to come down to Asuka and Shayna probably going for the belt. And I still think Shayna's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cash in on Becky when Becky least expects it. And that's that. So Shayna's going to be champion probably by SummerSlam, or maybe after SummerSlam, or maybe before that. But I'm hearing that Charlotte's going to be brought back to maybe face Becky and end her reign, which will fucking suck. I mean, really? Are they going to give Charlotte the belt for the 12th time? I mean, Charlotte is fucking boring. Charlotte is boring. Fuck her, man. It's fucking boring. And we have a viewer, but thanks for watching. And Matthew R. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. He asked a stupid question, but I'm going to answer it anyway because I'm such a nice guy. Would you suck off The Undertaker if he promised to give you free WWE tickets for life? Nope. As much as I'm a big Undertaker mark, I wouldn't even go there. The only person I would probably suck off, and not in a gay way, was Adam Cole. If he gave me free WWE tickets for life, I would probably suck his cock. But that's Adam Cole. And if I was gay, but I'm not. And if it's but if Adam Cole was in AEW, I would do the same thing. or the Young Bucks, but they're good Christian boys. So I mean, Kenny's bisexual, so I don't think he'd mind. But if it was for free AEW tickets in front row, we'll work something out. If it doesn't have to be in a sexual manner, we'll work something out. Put me on commentary with Jericho. That would be money. Me and Jericho commentating would be almost better than Jericho and Giovanni. Or put me with JR. I could learn from JR. And that's it for that, but it is what it is. We got my buddy Dallas Calmania in the chat. What's up, Dallas? Sorry for that Facebook comment earlier today, but I was not in the the right frame of mind. So, but I'm better now. I just had a really rough day, and I'm still getting over my headache and my migraine, and just it is what it is. But yeah, that's that. All right, so I gave that first segment with Asuka, Nia, and Shayna 2 out of 5 stars. Wasn't really anything to write home about. Just kind of hypes up the women's Money in the Bank ladder match a little bit. And that's that. We'll probably get the SmackDown women on Friday night talking. Carmella, Lacey Evans, and who else qualified? I lost my train of thought now. Not blah 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 blah. I think it was Dana Brooke. No, wait, they took Dana out, didn't they? Didn't they take Dana out? No, I think she's still in. So Dana Brooke, Carmella, and Lacey Evans on the women's side will probably have a segment, or they'll talk, or maybe I don't know what they're gonna do, but it is what it is. I know Friday night's supposed to be Lacey Evans and Tamina against Sasha Banks and Bayley, and we're also supposed to have Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose in a match to hope supposedly this ain't ended this little feud they're going on. It's not going to end. It's going to continue on. It's going to continue on for the next couple months. There's going to be a mixed tag match coming up with Otis and Mandy taking on Sonya and Dolph. You all know Mandy and Otis are going to win, and they're going to continue on with this love story, and eventually going to probably have a marriage. And you know how marriages are in WWE. They don't go so well. And it's going to end. I'm going to tell you right now, this is how the Otis Mandy thing is going to end. This is how it's going to end. Listen to me right now. And you may or may not agree with me. This is how I think it's going to end. Mandy Rose and Otis are going to go on for all these months. We're going against Dolph and Sonya, trying to end this fucking thing, but it's going to continue on. Then they're going to, Otis and, they'll go out, eat with each other, and share kisses and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Typical love story. And then Otis is going to go to Tucker and say, I've been going out with Mandy for so long. I love her so much, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking of marrying her. Tucker's like, yeah, that's a great idea. And Tucker's gonna be like, he's gonna get the ring. He's gonna be the best man and everything. And then at the wedding, when Otis and Mandy are about to have the preacher say, if anybody that these two people should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. And then Tucker comes out and says, you know what? I'm sick and tired of carrying your fat ass. all these months and all these years, I was always in the shadow of you, and that's what Tucker's gonna turn on Otis, and then we're gonna get Otis and Tucker in some series of matches, and then that's gonna end. So Heavy Machinery is gonna be breaking up in a few pretty soon. So that's that. So that's how it's gonna end. Tucker's gonna turn on Otis and Mandy, and Tucker's gonna go on his solo run, which is probably gonna suck. I mean, they're pushing Otis right now as a singles guy, but really he's better off in a tag team. And that's that. Dallas says, no need to apologize, man. I'm glad you're doing better. Oh, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I just had a really rough day, and the stress of this fucking virus is killing me, and the stress of work. I mean, they cut my hours this week, which pisses me off. I was supposed to start. I was working 4 days a week to help my boss doing this fucking virus because a lot of people took off for leave of absence. Now we got almost everybody back. We have one more person coming back at the end of this month, so the entire crew's coming back. So they had to cut a couple people off to fill time and everything, and the payroll hours have to. I don't know. I talked to my assistant manager, and she was saying she had to fill enough time. Plus, there's a lot of overtime. A lot of people are taking overtime, and it got out of control. So they had to kind of fix that. So I'm working 2 days this week. So I get a lot of free time to rest, which is good. It's good, but I need money. And even with the hero pay I'm getting, an extra couple of dollars an hour. So I'm basically, making more money. It's fucking sad. And it sucks, So my next check, not this one I'm getting this week, but the one at the end of this month, it's going to be a little bit short. And I got bills coming up at the end of the month. I got my cable bill coming up at the end of the month. I already just paid that off. I'm about to pay my internet bill, which this week. So that's going to be coming off. I got to pay. I got to pay for the house. I got other bills to pay. My gas bill, my electric bill. I got the finance bill coming in at the end of the month. A lot of bills. Just a lot of bills to pay, and not if you're not going to be making a lot, you're not going to be able to pay those bills. So, but hopefully, I can go back to maybe working 4 days and getting that a lot of money. But if not, I'm still going to survive, no matter what. It's a struggle. That's all. It's a struggle for everybody in this fucking virus, and we're not going to see an end to this fucking virus for quite some time. Because they're saying this thing's going to last 2 years. 2 years. Fucking crazy. And we got more states opening up this week. Supposedly next week is when New York is supposed to unpause, but who knows if that's going to even happen. They say they may unpause and start easing restrictions up until June 1st. See how the numbers go, and if the numbers continue to decline, they'll start reopening more and more after June 1st. Go to phase 2, and then that go on for another couple weeks, and then hopefully we can continue on and go to phase 3, where we get more and more things opening up. Maybe like Madison Square Garden and the Barclays Center at 25% capacity, and then by August, I hope by August we get the Phase 4, which is get everything up and running, transportation and all that other shit, and a lot of people can go back to work. And we get back, hopefully back to normal by August. So I have some sort of summer, even though the beaches are going to be closed, and, you know, amusement parks are going to be closed. But as long as we get the movie theater back, that'd be nice. I'd like to go see a movie sometime in this century, you know. I do want to see Halloween 2. You know, the rebooted Halloween. It's supposed to be coming out this October. Halloween Kills, and then the next year, 2021, is the final installment of Halloween. The final Halloween, probably for a long time. Halloween Ends, where I think Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, dies. Though supposedly she's supposed to die in the in Halloween Kills, and it's supposed to go with her kids. She dies in the second one, and then her kids go on and do that. And they eventually kill Michael. And that's probably how it's going to end. Michael officially dies, and he never comes back. Though, you know, as always in horror movies, the villain never dies. Chucky, Freddy, Jason, Pinhead, Pumpkinhead. All these supervillains, you know, they can't die. There's going to be 1.5 million freaking reboots after reboot. You know, we're going to get a ton more Halloween movies, I think. I mean, really, where can you take Michael, though? And they're saying that Michael is like a cyborg now. Well, really, where can you take Michael Myers after Halloween Ends? After the last film, where are you going to take him? I think Tommy Doyle's still alive. So you can do something with Tommy Doyle, maybe in the next 2 movies. Maybe Tommy Doyle finally dies. But I still think it's going to end with Laurie Strode's kids eventually finally killing Michael, and then we'll never see him again. And they're supposedly rebooting Friday the 13th. I heard a rumor that Rob Zombie might be doing a Friday the 13th movie. That would be interesting. A Rob Zombie directed Jason movie. I mean, he already killed Halloween, so why not kill the Friday the 13th franchise? Why not? But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he is the so-called horror king, you know, with The Devil's Rejects and the House of 1,000 Corpses and 1031 and Salem and all that other good stuff that he's had, besides his tremendous music career. And there's rumors of a rebooted Nightmare on Elm Street. We had that rebooted Chucky movie, which was fucking horrible. Should they? You know, I don't like reboots, and I don't like remakes that much because you kill the franchise after that. But it is what it is, and that's basically all I got to say about that. But you know, there's rumors of them remaking Back to the Future. Please don't kill the 80s franchises. Don't do that. If I see a Back to the Future remake, I'm going to fucking vomit. Because it's going to suck. Even if you have Michael J. Fox and Christopher, what's his name? and the guy that plays Doc in it as cameos. It's gonna suck. We're gonna have it as Marty McFly Jr. meeting Doc Brown Jr. or some shit like that. Like it takes place in like the year 2100 or some shit like that. That's not gonna happen. You can't touch the 80s movies. You can't. Pretty in Pink, The Breakfast, probably one of the best movies of all time. The Breakfast Club, Top Gun. I heard they want to remake Top Gun. Why? They want to make Top Gun 2, and even Tom Cruise said he wanted to do it. I'm like, why? But you can't touch those movies. The Goonies, another great 80s movie. 16 Candles. You can't touch the 80s movies at all. Can't. It's like you know remaking an 80s TV show. You can't do that either. You can't remake Happy Days because actually all the people from Happy Days are dead, except for the Fonz and Richie Cunningham and Ralph Malph and the other few other guys. Really can't do that. Joni's dead. Chaki's still alive. Scott Baio, he's still alive. You can do something with that, but I don't think Scott Baio will even want to do it. Or any maybe I don't even think Henry Winkler and would want to do it. I don't even think so. But they're putting out the 80s stuff on DVD, which is nice. My store actually, I had a customer come up to me, and she bought a Happy Days DVD. I was like, oh, Happy Days is such a great freaking show. It made me cry at the end. When it ended. When the credits came on, the music came on. I didn't want it to end. And then she was telling me that, we were talking about 80s TV shows. I was like, Bosom Buddies, Laverne and Shirley. And she told me that Bosom Buddies was on the shelf. I was like, ooh, I was ready to buy it. It's still there. I might actually buy it and watch Bosom Buddies. That's a great TV show. Among the other great 80s TV shows, like, I can go on, but I'm not going to because I got to do this fucking review, but it is what it is. So that's that. So I went on for that tangent, so I don't give a shit. It's my stream. I can do whatever the fuck I want. All right, Dallas says, I haven't fully watched Raw yet, so just listening to your thoughts on it. Okay, that's fine. And, Dallas, it wasn't really a good show, so you didn't miss much. Wrestling nowadays has just gotten stale with these empty arena matches. But now that, Florida and Oklahoma are actually going to have fans in the stands, especially Florida, people are going to be actually going back to the Performance Center for NXT. I don't know if they're doing it this week or they're going to be doing it in the future. Who knows what's with AEW this week at Daly's place. I mean, you're only going to have maybe 1,000 people there. 25% capacity. I don't know how many people can fit in Daly's place, but at 25% capacity, you could probably get about 1,000, maybe 2,000 people. And I think bringing the fans back is going to help wrestling and help the ratings because they sorely need it. They sorely need the fans back. Especially WWE. What's Raw and SmackDown just fucking suck right now. And to an extent, NXT. But the fans are coming back. That's great news. And, we're going to get fans at Double or Nothing, I would assume. So fans are going to come back, not here in the Northeast or anywhere else in America. Maybe just Florida is going to be the home of wrestling right now until, some places, big places like California and New York and Chicago and Philadelphia and Boston can get fans. All the places like Montreal, Toronto, the big name places, eventually will have fans back in the stands. Football is coming up this year. The schedule is actually coming out this week. That should be nice for the Niners. I'm ready for the fucking Niners season. They're 7-1 odds on favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. That's not bad. Their power ranking is number 3 behind the Ravens and the Chiefs. Ravens look like shit. Even with what's his name, Jackson as quarterback. He's gonna have a slump this year. I can guarantee. He's not gonna be the same quarterback he was last year. Just lighting it up. He's not gonna have the same season. He's gonna struggle. A lot of people saying Garoppolo is gonna struggle this year. I doubt it. I doubt the Niners will have a Super Bowl hangover. I know the Chiefs will. I can guarantee the Chiefs will have a fucking bad season. They'll still get to the playoffs, but I think that, them and the Ravens are odds-on favorites to probably meet in the AFC title game. Most likely. I mean, who's really going to be an AFC powerhouse this year? Ain't going to be the Patriots, because they're on the downside of going bye-bye. The Jets, a lot of people saying the Jets might have a surprising season. Maybe. And then you look at the NFC, it's like a wide open space right now. You got the Niners, you got Seattle still in the mix, the Saints, to an extent the Rams. I think the Rams are gonna suck this year. I think the Niners will win the division again. I really think the Niners will win the division again. About 12 wins. But I'll talk about that when I get my official book coming up in late August. I still have let me get it out here. I dropped still have the official baseball book. And I read something on Facebook that baseball is actually going to have spring training 2 starting June 1st. And July 1st will be the reopening of the season. Well, not the reopening. The opening day is going to be July 1st. So they're going to have a abbreviated season, probably like about 100, maybe 90, 100 games. Not much. But it's going to be at the home ballpark. So most of the games are going to be at Citi Field. That's exciting. And Yankee Stadium is going to reopen for all you Yankee fans out there. All 2 of you. But no, I'm just kidding. No, I am not kidding, but all you Yankee fans could suck ass. But that's another story for another time. Yeah, but, things are slowly going to get back to normal. Not going to get 90,000 people at a football stadium. Not till next year. The Super Bowl's not going to have like 80,000 people, wherever it's going to be next year. And the Super Bowl might be in late February. Like I said, it was going to be February 28th, maybe. Because there's going to be a 17-game season now. So we have that extra week. So I think it's going to end in early January, and then the playoffs start, and then the Pro Bowl might be the first week of February, and then the Super Bowl will probably be the week after that, probably like around Valentine's Day weekend. Which that would be exciting. you're watching it. You're supposed to go out with your loved one on Valentine's Day, and you got to stay home because you got to watch the Super Bowl. That's your Valentine's Day gift, love. We're gonna watch the Super Bowl. So, yeah. So, like I said, this virus is eventually gonna calm down for a little bit, but then by the time October, November, and December come, the winter months come, we're gonna get right back into this bullshit again. We're gonna probably close down for the winter, all the way up until it gets back up, the warmer weather by March and April. Probably close down again. Social distancing is probably going to continue all year into next year, probably the year after that, and then the year after that, because people are stupid. I mean, they're having all these fucking parties in New York and in Chicago, and they're having protests in Massachusetts with a lot of fucking people. I mean, I understand the protests. I mean, people want to get back to work already. They want to reopen the economy, but you're running the risk of fucking killing yourself. So it's like if you want to go to a protest and possibly get this fucking virus, then that's your opinion. Me personally, I would love to just stay the fuck home, not do anything, get paid for it. But I gotta go out and risk my life not every day, but every time I have to work, I have to risk my health. My health's not that great anyway, and neither is the missus and my parents and my relatives. I gotta worry about them. I gotta worry about me mostly, but that's that. All right, enough about that bullshit. I just wasted 20 minutes of whatever it was, but that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so we had the VIP lounge and blah 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 blah. All right, then we find out on next week Monday they promoted Monday Night Raw right next week's Monday Night Raw right out of the gate. Next week on Monday Night Raw, we're gonna have the man Becky Lynch confronting the Money in the Bank winner. So, isn't it kind of a spoiler? You think, because now if Becky's gonna confront the winner, then it's gonna be somebody from Raw. So it's gonna either be Shayna Baszler or Asuka, because it's not gonna be Nia Jax. I really hope it's not Nia Jax. So next week we'll probably get Shayna Baszler and Becky in a confrontation. That should be pretty exciting, but we'll see what happens with that. You never know. It could be somebody from SmackDown and they confront Bayley next week. But we'll see what happens when we get to Money in the Bank on Sunday. And that's that. All right. Excuse me. Then we get highlights of last week's injury to Apollo Crews, which took him out of Money in the Bank. Fucked up his leg. Yeah, guy just can't catch a break. No pun intended, but he can't catch a break, that guy. Feel sorry for him. And that's that. All right. After that, we get to the Money in the Bank qualifying Gauntlet match. The second chance Gauntlet match. So, it was okay. It wasn't that bad. Kind of long, though. It lasted about not even half. Like 40 minutes of the first hour. I don't understand these long fucking matches. I don't understand. That's that. So anyway, we started off with Bobby Lashley in the ring, and then his opponent is Titus O'Neil Catering. So they come out, and basically Bobby Lashley sent Titus back to Catering in 45 seconds with a spear. So that was that. And then Akito Tozawa comes out. All he did was hit a missile drop kick, and then he gets speared after that. So Lashley's dominating so far. And then Shelton Benjamin comes in with a blockbuster, dumps Lashley to the floor. Lashley cuts him off, works him over on the floor, throwing him into the barricade a bunch of times. They go back in. Shelton battles back with the dragon screw kick. And then Lashley finishes him off with a spear about 2 minutes later. And then after that, Humberto Carrillo comes out. Because they care so much about Humberto. So he comes out, go to break. We come back. Lashley's controlling, beating the crap out of Humberto. Comes back, but Lashley comes back with some tackles. Humberto comes back, hits a missile drop kick and a rolling moonsault for a near fall. Goes up top. Lashley cuts him off and press slams him. Follows with a clothesline, chokes out Humberto, and the referee was counting him out, and he broke the count, and then he goes back to choking him, and then referee he's trying to get Lashley off him, and Lashley won't listen to him, so the referee disqualified him for basically kicking Humberto's ass. So all that domination from Lashley went nowhere. So he's eliminated. He gets all pissed off. He gets a spear as referees come out. Freaking Asia Pereira comes out, the female referee, not the other one, whose name is Jess, I think. Asia Pereira comes out. What the fuck is she gonna do? I mean, why was she even out there? Bobby, get to the back. Yeah. What the fuck is she gonna do? Really? I mean, honestly. That's that. So then Angel Garza comes out with the lovely Zelina Vega. As we go to break. We come back. Garza controls with some chops, a corner drop kick. Then he rips off his pants, making every woman every woman watching come in their pants. I need to do that sometime, but I don't have those kind of pants. I need to get those pants. But anyway, Garza goes nuts, goes for their fall, grounds and pounds a little bit, attacking the arm, following with some body shots. And then we cut to Lashley and Lana arguing in the back. No, Lana's like, I didn't know this was going to happen. I would have done something. And Lashley's like, not now. Not now. So he leaves, pissed off. And Lana's like, I'm going to look pretty. Fuck her. So that we get back to Garza and Humberto. Garza hits a super kick for a near fall. Humberto comes back, hits a Hurricane Rana, goes for a near fall. Goes to a moonsault. Garza counted and grounds and pounds. Knocks in the camel clutch, fucks him in the ass and make him humble. And then he hits a really sloppy pendulum. And then Garza does some strides, comes for a near fall. Hits a springboard moonsault for a near fall. He goes for the wing clipper. Humberto counts out and hits a sunset flip circa 1923. Picks up the win to eliminate Angel Garza. And then after that, not to be outdone with the Los Ingobernables de Orlando troupe, Austin Theory comes out, takes control, picking up some near falls, and basically beating the crap out of Humberto. Picking up another near fall and a drop kick. Takes Humberto up top, follows with a superplex, but Humberto cradled him for the win to eliminate Austin Theory. So I was thinking next would be Andrade, but did Andrade come out? No. But somebody who did come out was the returning phenomenal AJ Styles. He comes back from the dead. No pun intended. Because we haven't seen him since WrestleMania when he got buried by the Undertaker. So he comes back, enters the match as we go to break. Come back, Humberto hits a drop kick. Styles cuts him off. Grounds and pounds, falls with a suplex for a near fall. Grounds and pounds some more, working on the ribs of Humberto. Then he starts attacking the knee, and it's in control, targeting the leg. But Humberto comes back, counts into a DDT, and hits an enziguri as Humberto starts making a comeback. Cradles AJ up for a near fall. Then both men are down. AJ hits a gut buster, and then knocks in the calf killer, and Humberto taps out like the dumb freaking piece of crap he is. So AJ gets the win, and he goes on to Money in the Bank as the final participant. And that was that. So AJ gets the win. That was pretty nice, but we all, it was already spoiled. But would have been better if the crowd was there. Because I think, they would have heard AJ come out. They were like, "Holy shit, he's back!" I think he would have got a nice ovation coming back. But yeah, that's that. So it was a long fucking gauntlet match. But that's that. So AJ gets the win. The entire match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, AJ kicks Humberto's ass, throwing his leg into the ring post a bunch of times. Then he gets on the mic but claims that he's alive and the Undertaker's not going to steal his spotlight this time. He said he got buried, so what? He didn't lose. Actually, you did lose, AJ, so kind of contradicted yourself there, but it is what it is. He says there are no rules in a boneyard match, and he's going to do anything to win Money in the Bank. And will he win Money in the Bank? It could be a possibility he win. I wouldn't be against it, but I still think Aleister Black is going to win. And I hope he wins. I really hope, it's not going to be Otis. It's not going to be Baron Corbin. Hopefully not. It's not going to be Rey Mysterio. Or anybody else in that match. So, you get that. So, nice little promo from AJ. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we get top 10 Money in the Bank moments, if you care to watch that. I mean, we had Brock winning the Money in the Bank and, holding it like a fucking boombox. That was kind of funny, but it is what it is. We had one from 2006 with Shelton Benjamin going off the ladder and jumping on top of everybody. We had Randy Orton in his monotonous voice cash in on Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam a few years ago when Randy Orton joined the Authority. And that was that. So we had some other moments I really didn't care for. I didn't really look at, so that's that. All right, then we got a sit-down interview with Charlie Caruso and her guest, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. So Seth says whatever will be, c'est la vie. And he has confidence in Murphy beating Drew tonight. Puts over Drew, but adds that he's not a leader. Seth is the champion that will take us into the future. And while Drew will put up a fight, Seth will sacrifice himself for the greater good. He says being a champion and a leader are more than what you do in the ring. You represent an industry you're responsible for. He says Drew isn't ready for that, but he can save him. And on Sunday, he will win the championship again and reign as champion again. And that was that. So, nice little promo from Seth. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And as always, Charlie Caruso looked amazing. Probably one of the hottest interviewers in the game right now. That probably the hottest woman of all, not of all time, but the hottest interviewer right now. There's not that many interviews. You got Sarah Schreiber, who doesn't look that great. Mackenzie Phillips, Caleb Braxton's okay looking. Renee Young is And then you look at AEW, really got nobody. You got Jen Decker, who really doesn't look that good. And they got that. I think the only hot woman in AEW right now is freaking Brandy. Close second is Taker, baby. And that's that. Rio's a little. Rio's young, but she's cute young. But that's that. I mean, you got Dasha on ring announcing. I miss Justin Roberts, but it is what it is. Because I miss him saying, Gian Maxi. Maybe we'll get Justin Roberts back for Double or Nothing, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. All right. So we get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we get Shane Doran and Brendan Vink meeting up with MVP, hypes their match with Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't care for that, so I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we find out that Edge and Randy Orton are going to come back next week. That should be interesting. I don't think they're going to be doing an interview together or a segment together, but we'll see Edge back. I don't know what Edge is going to say. Randy Orton, I don't know what's going to happen with Orton. Like Boris after that with his monotonous voice. Edge probably do some weird segment. Maybe you do a cutting Edge. I don't know. Who knows? But it'd be nice to see Edge. Not that I care, but it is what it is. All right, after that, we get Charlie Caruso. This time with Murphy. Comments on his match with Drew. He says he's loyal to Seth because Seth took him under his ring. He's learned and evolved and will hopefully get on Seth's level or even better than him one day. He thinks Seth can beat Drew, but he knows he can. So we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, then we get to Ricochet and Cedric Alexander taking on Shane Doran and Brendan Vink. An okay match, nothing really to write home about. Starts off with Vink and Cedric going at it. Cedric gets cut off. Dawn tags in, goes for a 1 count. Cedric has a drop kick, tags in Ricochet. And the double team for near fall. Cedric comes back in, gets distracted, and then gets cut off. Vink tosses him into the barricade a bunch of times, and then go back in, grounds and pounds a little bit. Cedric comes back, hits a back handspring kick. And then gets the hot tag to Ricochet. Ricochet goes nuts, hits a Hurricane Rana, and then tags in Cedric. They double team on Vink, on Dawn for a little bit, followed for a near fall, as Vink makes a save. Cedric cuts him off. Ricochet tags in as Vink fights, tags in Shane Dawn, and then all 4 men in the ring. Dawn takes out Cedric, and then out of nowhere, Brendan Vink hits a big, humongous boot right into the face of Ricochet. He spins all the way around, laying him out. So Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink get the win. But, it was what it was. I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. Really didn't care for it that much. Who knows what's going to happen with them now. That's that. So after that, we get more Money in the Bank moments if you care to look. And that's that. So up next is the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders non-title match. The Profits cut a promo talking about their history in the Performance Center. And as always, they want to smoke. And that's that. So get that. And then afterwards, we get to the match between them, non-title match. I thought this was going to be for the belts, but it is what it is. Match was another match from them. It's also with Montez Ford and Eric working in some counters. Eric takes out Angelo Dawkins, and Ford does some flippity flips. But the Viking Raiders attack, take control. They dominate on Montez Ford. They hit a powerbomb top rope splash, gets a near fall. Ford battles back, tags on Angelo Dawkins, and he goes nuts as Montez Ford joins in. They double team on Eric. And then Ivor cuts off Angelo Dawkins. And then the Viking Raiders are back in control. Isolating Ford again, pick up a near fall. Ivar comes in, grounds and pounds a little bit, but Ford counters back, tags in Angelo Dawkins, who takes control, cutting off Eric, and then Ivar on the floor. As we go to break, we come back. Street Profits are back in control, grounding Eric. And then Montez Ford comes in with a dropkick from near fall. Eric cuts off Angelo Dawkins. Ivar comes in, he picks up the pace a little bit because it was really slow. Takes out Ford and picks up a near fall on Dawkins. Eric comes back in. They work some double teams on Dawkins. They hook him over a little bit. Dawkins comes back with a suplex, tags in Montez Ford. Ivar comes in. Montez Ford's in control, tags in Angelo Dawkins, and they double team Ivar and they cover for a near fall. Ivar battles back with a handspring elbow, tags in Eric, and then all 4 men in the ring until Dawkins cuts off Thor's hammer. And Montez Ford hits a DDT on Ivar. Then they hit the sky high and a frog splash. Montez Ford to the floor. Then they pick up Angelo Dawkins, hit Thor's hammer, and they pick up the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So once again, the Viking Raiders beat the Street Profits, and the Street Profits can still continue to not be able to beat the Viking Raiders. So looks like we're going to get the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits and for the titles at Money in the Bank in a rematch. And I think at the pay-per-view, the Street Profits will finally beat the Viking Raiders and continue this crappy tag team division. And that's that. And we're going to move on from there. That's that. All right. Then we get, after the match, we get Charlie Caruso interviewing the Viking Raiders. They say they're dominant, and while they respect the Street Profits and even like them, they're just a better team. Well, they are. The Street Profits are just boring. And that's that. Because they come out, and then they go over to Byron Saxton, and Byron's like dancing, and shut the fuck up. Byron Saxton should be fucking fired. Or fucking released, because he's fucking boring on commentary. Should be me, Joe, and Tom Stupid Idiot Phillips. I mean, really. Or me, Joe Cronin, and JD on commentary for Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Because commentary is boring nowadays. Except for, AEW got the best commentary right now. With Jericho and Shivani. That's it. That is it. That's that. So I gave, that was that. All right, then we get a pretty decent Aleister Black promo, cutting a promo on AJ Styles on his return and Money in the Bank. He says Styles can throw him off the building, pray he doesn't get back up, but Aleister plans to climb the ladder, win the contract, and AJ will wish he was still buried. So I don't know if they're going to do something with AJ and Aleister Black after this. Or, just Aleister talking shit to AJ. But it wasn't a bad promo. I gave it 2.2. Excuse me. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. So we'll see what Aleister Black does this Sunday. I still think he's going to win. I hope he wins. And that's that. And somebody else in the Money in the Bank ladder match, Rey Mysterio cuts a promo. And guess what he has to say? He's winning the match. That promo wasn't even needed, so I didn't give two shits about that. So that's that. Rey Mysterio going to win? Probably not. That's that. All right, then we get the NXT Women's Champion and Queen of Charlotte. That we get Charlotte Flair coming out. The Boris half to death. She says she's the hardest working woman in creation. She talks about her title defense against Io Shirai on NXT this Wednesday. And she's going to make Io's dreams come true when she bows down to Charlotte, which she will, which fucking pisses me off. They should give the belt to Io right there. And then have Io lose it to Rhea Ripley. But, WWE logic says that Rhea Ripley will come back and defeat Charlotte, get the belt back for the second time, and then Io will eventually get it later on this year. But who knows? That's that. So then Liv Morgan, of all people, comes out. And they go back and forth with some banter. Liv's like, I don't even know who I am. And Charlotte's like, why are we even out here? Liv starts running down Charlotte for being born with a silver spoon up her ass and being daddy's favorite girl, Ric Flair's daughter. Charlotte's like, I know I'm great. I know who I am. I'm proud of being Ric Flair's daughter and being born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Then she's like, well, if you want to try your luck, get in the ring and you will eventually bow down. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. When we get to the match, was actually pretty decent. They lock up. Charlotte overpowers her, talks some smack, starts really toying with Liv. She goes for a charge, misses it. Liv comes back, hits a drop kick and then a head scissors. Charlotte cuts her off, but Liv battles back with another drop kick. Charlotte cut her off again, lays the boots to her. As we go to break, we come back. Charlotte is in control. Liv fires back, hits some clotheslines on a face buster. Then she hits a corner double stomp for a near fall. Charlotte cuts her off and lays the boots to her, but Liv counts into a springboard code breaker / oblivion. So she hits oblivion, but Charlotte's like, puny move. Power bombs her and gets a near fall. Falls with some chops and a Boston Crab as Liv then makes the ropes. Charlotte takes her down, but Liv cuts her off up top, hits a code breaker oblivion off the ropes for a near fall. Looked like she was about to win the match, but she gave Charlotte a little bit of a run for her money, but not that much. Long match lasted 11 minutes. A little long, but not that bad. Charlotte cuts her off, locks in the figure 4 into the figure 8. Liv Morgan taps out. So another woman bows down to Charlotte. And that's that. It just sucks that Liv Morgan had to be the sacrificial lamb for Charlotte Flair this week. But Liv Morgan looked pretty. She looked strong. So they didn't really bury her that much, but still, Charlotte Flair's fucking boring me half to death. And that's that. And we're going to move on from there. So, match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. So, we'll see what happens with Charlotte Flair on Wednesday night on NXT as she defends against my third wife, Io Shirai. And that's that. All right, then we get to the end of the night with a non-title match. Drew McIntyre against Murphy. We had Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, at ringside, cheering on his disciple. Match was okay. It wasn't bad. Good way to close the show a little bit. And the hype, get some, the aftermath with some good hype for the match with Seth and Drew. So we got some of that. That was pretty nice. So it starts off with them trading back and forth. Drew dominates early on. They go to the floor. Drew continues to beat down. Then he starts talking crap to Seth, brutalizes Murphy, gets distracted by Seth, which allowed Murphy to make a comeback. Murphy sends Drew into the ring post and then goes back and hits Meteora, which gets a near fall. And Seth then gets closer to the ring because he was on the ramp. Murphy then delivers kicks and then gets cut off with some chops. The Glasgow Kiss headbutt falls, and then Drew goes for the Claymore, gets countered, and Murphy battles back with an insecurity. Goes up top. Drew quickly dumps him and falls with a flying clothesline off the top rope. Takes Murphy up top. Murphy counts and hits Chico Nando's and a sit-up powerbomb for a near fall. Then he starts mocking Drew, going for the Claymore kick. But then Drew got up, hit the Claymore out of nowhere, and knocked Murphy for a loop. And that was that. So, a quick match, about 6-minute match to end the show because they had to fill time. So, not a bad match. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. So, Drew picks up the victory, gaining more momentum for himself till this Sunday. And then afterwards, they tease a confrontation with Seth. Seth bails, only to sneak back in and hit a super kick on Drew. Goes for the curb stomp. Drew counters out of that, makes a comeback. Looks to go for the Claymore kick, but Seth leaves the ring and goes up the ramp. So that's that. So that's how Monday Night Raw ends. And that's that. So Drew gets momentum for himself. The hype, you gain a little bit more hype. That's what you need. But still, I think the match will be okay. I think it'll probably be a pretty decent match on Sunday. I think Drew will retain. I really don't think they're going to give it back to Seth because Seth's boring as fucking champ anyway. So Drew's going to retain, and then it'll probably be Aleister Black. Then again, it could be AJ. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. And that's that. And really, we don't have much for Money in the Bank. Let me just check. I think there's like 5 matches announced already. Actually 6 matches announced for the pay-per-view. We got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match with the guys in there. Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt for the Universal title. Bayley versus Tamina for the SmackDown Women's title. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins for the WWE title. And then this match, I didn't know, I guess got announced today, because I didn't hear it on SmackDown. We got the New Day of Big E and Kofi Kingston defending against Miz and Morrison, the Forgotten Sons, and the Lucha House Party. So we'll see what happens with that match. I'd like to have Miz and Morrison win the belts back from the New Day, but I think the New Day are gonna retain. But we'll see what happens. But I'll get more in depth on on Thursday night with my Money in the Bank predictions and analysis. And that's that. And yeah. So that is pretty much all I gotta say about that. So overall, as my computer freezes up, sorry about that. And so all in all, a pretty okay Raw. Nothing great, nothing fancy for a go-home show, as all go-home shows are crap nowadays. So that's that. So overall, I gave Raw a 6 out of 10. That's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens at Money in the Bank on the Raw side. And we got SmackDown this Friday night. And we'll see what happens with that. As we'll be 2 days away from Money in the Bank. And then we got Money in the Bank this Sunday night. Should be an interesting pay-per-view with the unique Money in the Bank ladder match. Both matches are starting at the same time. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. If they're gonna start the match and then cut in, have some cuts in between the matches, which will suck. But I don't know how I really don't know how it's gonna be. I know the match is gonna be unique. It's gonna be interesting, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. Other than that, I'm not really looking forward to any of the matches, really. I mean, I'll watch it because I got nothing else to watch on Sunday. So you get that. So your Money in the Bank review will come Sunday night. And like I said, it's going to be a unique pay-per-view, going to be interesting. And then after that, we get ready for Double or Nothing on May the 23rd, which I think is going to be the better pay-per-view of the year, well, not the year, of the month. And then we worry about if there's going to be anything in June with WWE, and July, and then August with SummerSlam from Boston. We'll see if it's going to be even in the TD Garden. Still advertised, but who knows what's going to happen between now and August. And then we got All In 3, probably at the end of August or early September. And we'll see what else happens. Hopefully Ring of Honor can come back. Maybe we'll get a Impact Wrestling. Oh, sorry, they're going to actually be going back to being TNA now. So TNA's coming back. Whoop-de-damn-do. So maybe TNA will come up with a pay-per-view by the summer. I'm hoping New Japan comes back. I miss New Japan. I fucking miss New Japan. And this is around the time we start thinking about the G1 Climax, which is supposedly going to start in the States and then go back to Japan. But we're not gonna I think the G1's canceled this year, which fucking sucks. This fucking virus killed everything. Killed all the good stuff that was going to come out this year. Killed WrestleMania. Hopefully it doesn't kill SummerSlam. Or All In 3. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't know. I just hope it doesn't kill SummerSlam. That's the one thing that I don't want it to do. Because if we get SummerSlam at the Performance Center, it's gonna fucking suck. I mean, it would be okay with fans, but I'd rather have it at the TD Garden Arena, where they advertise it from. But that's not up to me. That's up to the people in Boston. The governor and the mayor of Boston. Or governor of Massachusetts and the mayor of Boston opening up the city. And hopefully having events at the TD Garden Arena. Even if it's 25% capacity, I think it'll still be a good pay-per-view. Maybe we'll have TakeOver. We'll have NXT TakeOver the night before. We'll see what happens. That's all I got to say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now. It's getting really late. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get this video up and done and then go to bed and then worry about tomorrow. Got some... I don't have a lot of things to do tomorrow. I'm probably just going to sleep in. Even though it's going to be a cold day here in the Northeast. Going to get back to normal weather and not the 70s like we had this weekend, or the 80s, which happened on Sunday. Whew, it was mad hot on Sunday. No wonder I got a stomach ache. But it is what it is. Even though, because I had freaking McDonald's for breakfast on Sunday. That's probably why it fucked me up. Man's got to eat, you know? So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So that's it for my review. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to my good buddy Dallas for chiming in. And I would say Matthew R too, but I kind of left a really corny comment, but yeah, asking if I would suck the Undertaker off for WWE tickets. Nobody gives a crap about that shit. I mean, really? Ask better questions than that shit. That's all I got to say about that. So thanks, Dallas, for chiming in. You're always a good friend. You're always invited to my streams. And that's that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching this video. So once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's that. So that's it for my video. Thank you for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday night with my AEW review for the show. It should be a pretty decent show. And then Thursday night, I got my NXT review and my Money in the Bank predictions on TQC 167. Friday night, we got SmackDown, getting you ready for Money in the Bank this weekend. And then Sunday night, Money in the Bank review right after the pay-per-view ends. We'll talk about it and then get you ready for next week with Monday Night Raw, the aftermath of Money in the Bank as the WWE goes forward to their next pay-per-view, whatever that is and whatever it is. And that's that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Go to sleep, everybody. And have a great rest of your Monday night if you're in the West Coast or wherever you are. And even better Tuesday. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, you fucking sons of bitches.